The Supreme Court has permitted Allahbadia to resume the Ranveer show, subject to him furnishing an undertaking that his podcast shows will maintain the desired standards of morality and decency so that viewers of any age group can watch. The court said he's being permitted to resume the show as the livelihood of 280 employees depends on the telecast of his show. The court also urged stakeholders to discuss the norms for the content. Sambhav Sharma is joining us for more on this story. Sambhav, relief for Ranveer Alahbadia coming in from the Supreme Court.
Well, if it's a relief for Ranveer Alahbadia, the famous YouTuber who underwent into this great controversy over his comments over his alleged vulgar comments in the famous this India Got Latent show, and this time it's a breather for Ranveer Alahbadia. It's a relief to Ranveer Alahbadia from the top court of the country, as Justice Suryakant has allowed, the bench led by Justice Suryakant of the Supreme Court has allowed him to broadcast his show. However, subject to the condition that he will join the probe both in Guwahati and Mumbai, and also he'll have to maintain the morality, the decency, the language which should be when it comes to broadcasting any show. And also the top court asked the center to come up with the guidelines to regulate the YouTube and other social media platforms. So it's a kind of big news, as the top court has asked the center. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta was present in the Supreme Court. The top court has asked the center to frame the guidelines, some kind of directions to regulate the social media content and the kind of language being used on the social media. There is a need for a certain kind of regulation. So there is a message, there is a direction from the top court of the country when it comes to regulating the content on the social media. And it has this case, this case India Got Latent show. This has become a kind of a case study, and also because these are the few cases where top court has spoken openly, because in the last hearing the Supreme Court bench led by Justice Suryakant has questioned, rather grilled Ranveer Alahbadia and his counsel for the kind of language used in that show, the India Got Latent show. And also, however, in the last hearing, Supreme Court has allowed the clubbing of the FIRs and the kind of relief to Ranveer Alahbadia. And this time, a step further, the top court has allowed Ranveer Alahbadia to air his show. However, he needs to come up with a content which should be in the boundaries of decency and morality.
Yes, let me quickly, in fact, also open Vinny Jindal at this point, lawyer who's joining us on the broadcast too. Vinny Jindal, what do you make of this Supreme Court ruling today?
Yes, this is very significant. Although the same kind of direction to the central government has passed in 2019 and 2021, after which the rules and regulations for social media has been established by the central government. But there are so much lacunas, and I think the Honorable Court today itself very specifically and categorically says that there is need of some more changes and specific rule regulation to maintain the dignity, maintain the content which is offensive has been created and which is against our society, which is against our rules. It should be stopped. So I think that's definitely that's a very significant step. But on the other hand, if we are talking about Ranveer Alahbadia, this is really shocking for me personally. The way he has been creating content since long, and he has been getting relief from the top court in respect of, we can say, it is amount of bail, when the police cannot arrest a person who has been accused in non-bailable offences. So it is also established that if someone doing something wrong, like the content which is created by Ranveer Alahbadia, he can be free, and if he can reach the top court, they can easily get the relief. So I think the message has not been given properly. It could be a more tougher situation, maybe a tougher situation for Ranveer Alahbadia, but the Supreme Court itself giving a free hand now. Definitely Ranveer Alahbadia has directed to maintain the decorum, maintain the content which has been created by him. But again, we have seen since last so many, almost 1 year, I think, he has been creating what kind of content. So I think there must be some kind of punishment should be there, some kind of regulation. Only giving direction is not sufficient. He has been violating our law. He has been working our rules and the structure of the society. So it should be a heat should be feel by that person, but disappointingly, we have not feel that particular heat till now. Let's see for the hope for the best, and I think the direction which is given today for framing such laws or rules to maintain the decorum and maintain the consent by the social media entity, I think the central government maybe do some kind of work before forming any rules and regulations, the manner which has been taken place in 2021. Hope for the best, and I think the content which we are talking about and that is still in question, that should be stopped and must be stopped for harming our society and culture, and also approved by the law, followed by the law.
All right, let me leave it at that. Vinny Jindal, thank you for joining us with your perspective. Also, thanks to Sambhav, who joined us earlier. We're getting more breaking news coming in this hour. Haryana police have arrested one accused in connection